Kim, you're going to have a baby soon. Are you feeling okay? Don't overdo it. Take care of yourself.
Thank you, Jake. I'm fine. I'm feeling great.
Well, I'm glad to hear that. I'm sorry I can't be there for you every day, but even though we're not together, I think about you every day and worry about you. If there's anything you want me to do, please don't hesitate to ask. I'll be there for the birth, I promise.
Thank you. That's reassuring. It's okay if you can't be here every day. You have a job.
Right, I'm really sorry. I'll try to be by your side all the time soon.
I'm glad. Your words are encouraging.
It's only natural. I'm going to be a daddy. I can't wait to see our child's face.
I want my unborn child to be with his or her daddy all the time, you know. With such a kind daddy, the baby and I will feel safe. I'm really happy that you are the daddy.
I'm so happy that we get to be a daddy and mommy together too. The baby is connected to both of us by blood. It'll be the fruit of our love. I promise I'll always be by your side.
That's right. Having my own child is the best thing that's ever happened to me. I can't believe we're going to have a baby. How long have we been together?
Well, almost 2 years.
I can't believe it's been that long already. I've had so much fun with you. It really flew by. I still remember how we met.
I always think about how we met too. The day you and I met.
I realized that fate is really like that.
It's true. The reunion was actually a bit of a pain in the butt for me. But I was good friends with the organizers, so I couldn't not attend. I never thought I would meet you there, you who had become such a wonderful woman. In the past, I didn't notice you, but I was a fool at the time. If I had realized it earlier, we could have spent more time together. Even now, I still think about it.
But I think it's because we met again that we are together now. I was a bit depressed about going to the reunion too because I was stressed out about being single, but I'm glad I went.
Me too. It was hard for me to meet the woman of my dreams. I thought I'd stay single forever.
I never thought you'd stay single. You were always so cool. You never thought about getting married?
I didn't meet anyone I wanted to marry, but that was so I could meet you, wasn't it?
Yeah, I'm happy. I'm really happy that you chose me. Oh, so what should we do about the registration?
Oh, sorry for making you worry about that. I know I've told you a little bit about this before, but we're almost done with the project. When I'm done, I'll have more time. And then we'll go to the city office together. I already got the marriage certificate. Don't worry. We'll be officially married soon.
Really? I'm so glad you have the marriage certificate ready.
I'll be done with the project before the baby is born.
Thank you, Jake. Jake, I love you.
I love you too. Anyway, I'll definitely stay by your side for a month after the birth.
What? Can you do that? Don't push yourself too hard.
I'll be fine. I have extra paid vacation. Plus, I might be able to get maternity leave. I'm just finishing up a project. I can take a longer vacation with my project leave.
Oh yeah, that's great.
I'll do whatever it takes for you and the baby. I've been too busy with work and haven't been able to be with you, but from now on, I will be there for you.
I believe you.
Well, I have a meeting, so I'll be in touch later. I'm really looking forward to the birth. I have to put in some work.
Okay, I'm looking forward to it too. But don't push yourself too hard, okay? Thanks for working so hard. My name is Mana, and not Kim. This is a huge misdirected message sent to me by my husband, Jake. My husband was communicating with me without realizing he had sent the message to me. This is like a confession of infidelity. I was impersonating his girlfriend and getting all sorts of information from him. I was thinking how I would get back at him when I received another message from my husband.
I'll be home in 5 minutes. What's for dinner tonight?
Oh, you're done already? You're early.
Early? Isn't it always about this time?
Yes, it is, but I thought you weren't coming back yet. I haven't made dinner yet.
Why not? I didn't say I'd be late.
Because you said you had a meeting a few minutes ago.
What are you talking about? There was never a meeting. Did I send a message saying that?
Why don't you check your history?
Huh?
Did you see it? You said yourself that the meeting was coming up soon, didn't you? Well, that doesn't matter. So your soon-to-be wife is going to have a baby. Congratulations.
No, this is a misunderstanding.
How is it a misunderstanding? It's a massive blunder, isn't it?
No, it's not. I was talking about a friend's childbirth.
It says clearly that it's your own child by blood, the fruit of your love. And you think you can get away with it? And what's with a long vacation after the project is over?
Well, I was thinking of taking a vacation.
You're not on vacation or anything. You're unemployed because you were laid off.
So I was thinking of taking some time off until I start looking for a new job.
You've been unemployed for 3 months already, and even now it's like a vacation. You say you're going to work in a better place and for a better salary than before, but you haven't been able to get another job at all. And you're acting all cool, talking about how your project is in the final stages and how you have meetings.
I can't help it. I was good at my job and then I was laid off. My boss is not a good judge of character. I've got to make him see me as a better than I was before, or I'm not going to be satisfied.
You can't get a job anywhere. How can you be carefree and have an affair when you've been unemployed and are trying to make ends meet?
No, being laid off has nothing to do with it. I have been so busy at work. I'd been so stressed out. I just needed a break.
Wasn't that 2 years ago? Isn't that right around the time you started having an affair? Your performance was getting worse. You were leaving early. How is it you were busy? You had time to have an affair because you were slacking off. If you had time to do that, you could have made one more sales call.
It wasn't that I had free time. I was just trying to come up with a plan. You don't know anything about sales, so don't act like you do.
Oh yeah? Well, okay. It doesn't matter now if you were competent or you're not at the company you were laid off from. So, your partner seems to be about to have a baby. How are you going to provide for her if you're unemployed?
No, I have savings now, and besides, I'm about to get a new job.
Huh? The savings we have now is our property. It's not your fling money.
No, it's not like that.
It is like that. I will not allow you to support your mistress's child with our money. Besides, you said something about getting married soon. Were you planning to divorce me and remarry her? I'm really stunned. I can't believe that you would hide the fact that you were married and go out with her.
Yes, I was seeing another woman. It's your fault that it turned out that way.
What? Why is it my fault?
Because my life with you got stuck in a rut. It wasn't stimulating. It's because you're becoming more and more of a family member. You don't dress up at all anymore. We don't eat out. We bring our own lunch when we go out somewhere. You're nothing like you were before we got married. I was cheated. I'm the victim. I married a woman, not this homely old hag.
What are you talking about? You don't make a lot of money, so I have to work too. And that income goes almost entirely to living expenses. How am I supposed to dress up?
That's what housewives are for, to make ends meet.
So I made ends meet by making lunch, even when we went out to save money. I wanted to have fun with you, at least when we went out. You say you don't like the idea of becoming a family, but you got married, so it's no mistake. We are a family. It's ridiculous, a man of your age running around like teenager.
Men are always going to remember their childlike heart. It's your fault for not keeping your beauty as a woman.
Oh yeah, okay, that's enough. I'm divorcing you.
Divorce?
Of course.
No, wait a minute. Sorry, it was just an impulse.
You got her pregnant on a whim? That's even worse.
No, that's not it. What can I say?
What can I say? You just didn't have any sense of reason. Besides, you have a marriage certificate to register with your partner, don't you? Why don't you divorce an old woman like me and remarry your classmate Kim? You promised her that you would be there for her from now on. Didn't you promise her?
No, that was a joke.
That's even worse. That's like marriage fraud.
Anyway, I don't want a divorce. I don't have a job. How am I supposed to make a living? I can't do without you.
Staying married to help you live your adulterous life is out of the question, and I don't want a marriage with a cheating criminal as my husband.
I won't live in an adultery life. We're going to be a proper couple again. I want to live a normal life as a normal couple.
Normal life? You depend on me for that? A life where you don't earn a living, get an allowance, and leave all the chores and work to me?
From now on, I'll do the housework too.
You should find a job instead of housework. Well, I don't care anymore.
Wait, let's just calm down and talk it over.
Yes, of course I'm going to ask for alimony, you know.
Alimony?
You had an affair, so of course.
That's no good. Alimony. I'm unemployed. There's no way I can pay you.
You've been unemployed for 3 months. It's about time you got unemployment insurance. You can pay with that.
But I'm going to have to raise a child.
It's your responsibility, so why don't you get a new job and work hard? I mean, there's no way in hell we're going to go back to being a normal couple when you impregnated a woman you cheated on your wife with. Stop dreaming with your childish mind and get real.
Kim was sick when she got pregnant, so she quit her job, but she thinks it's fine because I'm working.
When in fact you're unemployed. I feel for your partner.
So help me out. I can't live if I pay you alimony. At least make it a small amount. I can't afford thousands or anything.
What do I care? You deserved it. Why don't you at least take some responsibility? Well then, you'll be hearing from my lawyer. I'm telling you, I'm not going to give up even 1 penny of alimony.
Oh, come on.
The project is in the final stages, and you were just about to finish it. Well, that's great. You're all settled. The grand project of married life. So, Jake and I got divorced. Of course, I made him pay alimony and cut off our relationship once and for all. A few months later, I was living a new life with a clean slate.
Hey, Mana. How are you?
Who are you?
It's me. You remember me, right?
So it's true that there's a "it's me" scam going around now.
Scam? No, it's not. It's Jake.
Oh, it wasn't a "it's me" scam. It was a marriage scammer.
Oh, come on. Don't call your ex-husband a scammer. I need to talk to you.
I don't have anything to say to you. I got my alimony, I'm done with you.
You know what? Let's start over.
Huh? What are you talking about?
I broke up with Kim, so let's start over again.
Why? I'm busy. I don't have time for your crap. Because I'm already living a happy enough life on my own. Don't bother me.
I know. You became an advisor using the same money-saving techniques you used when we were married.
Yes, I did, so don't bother me anymore.
With me around, I'll be the catalyst for new ideas on how to save money again. Besides, I'll be a stay-at-home husband instead of busy you, so I'm sure it'll work out. It seems to be the norm nowadays to be a stay-at-home husband. I'll help you work hard.
No. You just haven't found a job yet, have you? You didn't break up with Kim either. You left her, didn't you?
I didn't leave Kim.
There's no point in being so coy. I already know everything.
What are you talking about?
I got a call from your parents and Kim.
What?
You're an idiot, aren't you? I can't believe you thought you could get away with it just because you blocked them. I guess it was so easy to find out where my parents live since we went to school together.
Wait a minute. Why are you and Kim in touch? You didn't know each other or anything.
We met thanks to you. I got an apology from her for dating you without knowing you were married. Other than that, we talked about a few things.
What do you mean talked?
She says she wants to sue you for marriage fraud.
That's not true, is it?
I'm sorry, but it's true. So she wants me to testify to the fact that you were married and stuff.
What? You're not cooperating, are you?
Of course.
Thank you. I knew you wouldn't do that. I knew you were on my side. We can do it all over again, can't we?
Huh? Of course I cooperated with her. I provided the misdirected message about you preparing the marriage certificate as evidence. It seems the damage report has already been filed. I think the police are on their way.
Oh no, I'm in trouble. Help me. Explain to them that the message was a misunderstanding. If you're my wife, you gotta help me.
Your ex-wife. And we're strangers now. I don't want to be a criminal defending a scammer.
Why would you do such a terrible thing?
Just as you didn't think of me as your soulmate, it seems you weren't mine either. So whatever happens to you doesn't matter to me. Even if you don't get a new job, you'll be guaranteed food, clothing, and shelter if you stay in the cage. Isn't that great?
Wait, forgive me. Not the police. I wasn't trying to scam anyone.
It seems my ex-husband was caught by the police as a marriage scammer, but I heard that it was settled out of court. However, the fact that he abandoned a pregnant woman who was about to give birth was considered malicious, and he was charged a substantial amount of compensation. In fact, he had asked his parents to pay my alimony on his behalf. And this time he cried, asking them to do the same for Kim's compensation. Now, in order to repay the money, he has been forced to find a new low-paying job. He is working tirelessly from morning to night to repay the debt.
I have news for you. Your room is now gone, so don't ever come back home, okay? Dad is gone, you know. Strangers have no right to be in my house. Hey, Haley, how have you been? How are you? Hello? Did you read what I said? I said you should never come over here again. Oh yeah, you did say that. What's going on, sis? I should not come home? I remember you used to say that to me when we were kids. We fight a lot when we were kids. It was good times, LOL. I'm not joking. I'm serious. What? Are you serious about that? No way you are serious about it, sis. It's not a funny joke. Why can't you take me seriously? I told you, you are a stranger to me from now on. So don't you ever call me sis. What? Is that so? I'm not your sister anymore. Then who are you? I told you, we are strangers now. We're just stepsisters. But now, you're not family to me anymore. I see. Now that Dad is dead, you're treating me this way. That's what I meant. I'm glad you are not that stupid to understand simple things. IKR, LOL, I'm a genius. You are so annoying all the time. You do have a brain, but you act dumb all the time like that. Anyways, I'm not your sister anymore, so I'm going to ask you to get the hell out. Mom is so supportive and happy about it. It's annoying to see strangers in our house, you know, so get out as soon as possible. I see. You decided everything, huh? This is how it's supposed to be. Really? Or is there any other reason? You missed me while I was working overseas, didn't you? That's why you're sulking and asking me to leave, right? When I get back, I'm going to give you a lot of hugs. I miss you too, sis. Ew! Stop it! I'm about to get angry. Oh, you're not mad at me yet. What's the matter with you? But seriously, what's going on all of a sudden? I'm paying for rent. There's no reason for me to leave. Huh? Don't make me laugh. The money that you're giving is not enough. What? Out of the $1,600 in rent, I was contributing with my dad. About $800 every month. Yeah, that's not enough. The rent is $1,600. Don't say that you are paying rent when you are only paying half of it. You should pay the half with Mom, you know, because the four of us live together. Are you stupid? I'm unemployed and my mom is a housewife. How are we supposed to pay for it? What? Unemployed? You're not looking for a job yet? How many years have you been saying you'll get a job? Shut up! It's none of your business. Also, even though I don't live there anymore, I have been paying $250 for utilities too. So what? That's still not enough. That's not even enough to cover the rent. So what's with that attitude? Just transfer the money now and all the money you haven't paid enough up to now. Are you serious now? I'm overseas and don't live in a house and you're asking me to pay for that? It's ridiculous. Shut up! Who do you think you are? We're in trouble, get it? Your mother and I have been nice to you. Normally, a stepsister deserves to be bullied. Did you forget how we took care of you? Just transfer the money quickly. I can't believe what you are saying right now, LOL. I don't even live here and I'm paying you that much. You should be thanking me instead. You guys can work and take care of the rest yourselves. You're not paying it all alone, you know. What's with that attitude? Your father's dead. There's no one to defend you in this house. You're just a stepsister. You should know your position. I don't need anyone to protect me. I got my own back. I'm an independent woman. So annoying! Oh, also, I've already sold all your stuff. Huh? Don't tell me you sold my expensive figurines too. Oh, those cartoon character dolls? I got a lot of good money out of it. I'm surprised those things are worth that much. I'm glad you didn't throw them away. I was going to sell them anyway. Well, you saved me a lot of trouble. Thank you for doing that for me. You know what? I used that money to buy expensive bags. You're welcome. What? You already spent it? I take back what I said. Why did you spend it without my permission? Of course I did. I don't want you to come back and beg me for that money. Seriously? It's money you made by selling my stuff. I think you're the one who's begging for money from me. What's in our house is ours. Wow, you implemented new rules in the house. Shut up! My turn. Activate facepalm. What the fuck are you talking about? I thought that's how we should talk, because everything you say does not make any sense. Stop it! Oh, and I forgot to mention something important. There's more? Let me hear what kind of shocking news you have for me. I stole your fiancé. My fiancé? Jim, of course. He works for a very big company, right? What? What did you do? It was more shocking than I expected. I thought he was too good for you. I've had my eye on him for a long time. You got transferred overseas and he was feeling lonely. I made a little move on him and he's all over me now. Did you tell him about my dad? Of course I did. I was acting miserable and he fell for it easily. Well, I'm prettier than you, so it's normal that he will choose me over you. I guess. He said, I will be your knight in shining armor. Cringe. LOL. Did he say that? LOL. So, Jim will be supporting my family from now on. By the way, he's already living in your room. Okay, I wish you all the best. What? That's it? Stop being jealous. LOL. I'm not jealous. Stop pretending. I know you're crying. To be honest, it's sad to realize that my little sister and I grow up together, did terrible things like this to me. You mean your little cute sister, right? Well, I'm not your sister anymore. No, you've been bullying me for a long time, and I've never thought you are cute. Well, I'm not that surprised by what you did. Shut up! Stop acting cool! You're a miserable nerd whose fiancé got stolen by her prettier sister. Mom is laughing at you too. What? I told her you're in a lot of trouble. She said we could finally cut off ties with freeloaders like you. She's very happy. Ouch. That hurt my feelings so much. Stop being sarcastic. I'll say it again. I've been paying my rent, so don't call me a freeloader. That's ridiculous. It's true that I'm just a stepsister, but I was the one who supported you all. Who do you think you are? You can't even pay the full rent. You were staying at our family's house. Stop being cocky just because you were paying a little bit of money. Ouch. I've been a good big sister to you all my life. So you are kicking me out of the house? I told you already. I can't live with you because you are a stranger to us. I've thrown away all my stuff. Can you get out of my house now? I see. Well, I guess I don't have a choice. I'll move into a penthouse. Huh? What? Penthouse? Stop pretending that you are rich. How could you move to a place like that? Or are you being delusional again? You're so stupid. LOL. I'm not lying. I succeeded in starting my own business, so I could buy a place like that. What? Have you started a business? I thought you were overseas for work. Yes, I was. I was building up my career before I start my own business. You're lying, right? What's the point of lying here? After I came back from overseas, I was planning to move out of our house. Oh, I was wondering why you were so clean. That was the reason. I sorted out a few things before I went abroad. I left some things in my room that could be worth money. I was thinking about using that money for your moving expenses. I'm glad you sold it before I told you. But you used the money for yourself. You rush things too much, you know. Moving expenses? What do you mean? I was thinking about getting a new place recently. After I move out, there will be extra room in our house. I thought Haley and Mom would be better off living in a separate place, with just the two of you being unemployed. You wouldn't be able to afford the rent, right? You never told me about that, sis. Hey, sis, can we live in the penthouse together? We're family, right? What's wrong with you now? You're the one who said I'm a stranger. Of course, there's no reason for us to live together. Are you going to abandon your pretty little sister? You're the one who said you'd kick me out of the house. That's a joke, of course. I wish you'd tell a funnier joke. You don't have a good sense of humor. Well, the same goes for me though, ha 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 ha. It's not funny. We've been close sisters all the time. Why are you suddenly abandoning us? You've been mean to me all along. Do you have dementia? That's not true. You want us to get into trouble? Fine. then I'll get all the inheritance, right? Dad's inheritance is all mine. Shut up! Stop talking nerdy to me. It's so cringe. But what? What do you mean inheritance is all yours? Well, let me explain. All of Dad's inheritance is on me. Seriously? How is that possible? There's no way that's true. I never heard about it. Even if you haven't heard, it's true. Remember, I'm blood related to Dad. Also, it was written in my dad's will. No way! Do you want to hear something more crazy? My dad and your mom, they weren't married at all. Really? So what? What does that have to do with inheritance? It means that your mom has zero right to receive it. What do you mean zero right? Even if they weren't married, we live together, so of course we have rights. Nope, you don't. Dad didn't marry Mom on purpose to give me full right to receive the inheritance. Grandpa told me about it. So what? So that means you're a stranger to me and also to my dad. How can a stranger have the right to an inheritance? Do you get it now? You're lying! I'm sorry, sis. I don't care about that. What? I don't care about your rights. Give us the inheritance as shortfall rent for the time you lived in our house. We've been very kind to you. You'll have to pay us a gratitude fee on top of that. Did you hear what I said? I paid more than half of the rent even though I didn't live here. I even tried to leave you money for moving. Then, what did you do? You bought a brand bag. I deserve that bag after taking care of you. Give me money now, in cash. Are you robbing me, sis? LOL. It's so unreasonable. Because I can't pay $1,600 rent. You can't just abandon us like this. You're the one who asked me to leave. You're letting Jim live in my room, right? Oh, that's right. You must be depressed that your fiancé was taken away from you. Are you jealous? Come back here with the money. Then we can forgive you. You're all messed up. Didn't you say that Jim will support you from now on? Oh, yes. He said he's working for a famous trading company. Well, that's true. Then I should ask Jim to buy us a penthouse. I'm so smart. I don't know about that. What? I know you are jealous. Well, it's hard to say, but... What is it? Speak up. He is just a mailman in that company. What? He delivers mail in the office. It's just a part-time job. I don't think he could afford to get a penthouse with that kind of job. No way. You think? But he still works for a big company. The salary should be good too, right? I don't think so. But I know that he can't afford to get a penthouse, LOL. Why don't you ask him? You're lying, right? Nope, it's all true. But you got engaged. About that, he was lying to you about it. What? We were together for a while, but we've already broken up. What? You didn't say that to me. Why did you break up? Because he doesn't do anything. He never helps with chores, and all the mess he makes, it's just crazy. No way! And he uses my money like his own money. He asks me to get stuff that he never uses. I'm the one who pays for everything when we go out. He has no future in his career, and his salary is lower than mine. But he makes me do the housework, and he's so bossy. I would never get engaged with that kind of man. I've already agreed to live with him. How's his room? LOL. It's kind of dirty, but he just moved in, so... See? I told you. I assure you, the room won't get any cleaner. It's getting dirtier by the day. You made a great decision, sis. But he loves me. Loves you? LOL. What? I know you are jealous, but you are so sarcastic. Sis, take a deep breath and listen to me. What now? I think he heard that your dad passed away recently. I think he's just after the inheritance, you know? But don't take it so personally. This is just an ex-girlfriend's guess. And even if Jim was after the inheritance, everything will be fine as long as there's love in your relationship. No way that's true. That's too cruel. I don't need this man anymore. I had nothing to do with this. You are his ex-girlfriend. You're his current girlfriend, right? That's too irresponsible. Hello? Haley, who was so happy to steal someone's fiancé? You, right? Shut up! Help me, please! At least let me live in the penthouse. I can't afford the rent and I'll have no place to live. What am I going to do now? Me, my mom, and Jim, we will have no place to live. Shut up and get a job, bitch. What? How long are you going to live depending on others? You just making excuses and talking nonsense. You're the one who looked down on me like I'm a stranger, aren't you? Why are you suddenly so mad? I'm the one who worked hard to start a successful business. I'm not going to pay another dime to people like you. I am just a stranger to you, right? Don't be so harsh. Sis, listen, I'm doing my best too. How many years are you being unemployed? My dad paid for you to go to college. You don't even want to get a job, don't you? It's just not ready. You're not even trying to find a job. So what's the point of being ready? You're just being lazy because we're paying your rent. And now you want your stepsister to support you? Hey, calm down! And you tried to take advantage of me by stealing my ex-boyfriend? Why don't you go out in the world and get your guts kicked in? Well, you're a stranger to me. You are no longer a part of my life. I'll cut you off as you wish. Goodbye. Wait a minute, sis! I'm sorry! I was mean! Can you stop calling me sis? Whatever you say, it's too late. Don't you ever try to involve in my life ever again. I hope your life gets back on track. About my stupid ex-boyfriend, Michelle found out that he had quit his job because he was planning on relying on the inheritance. Haley and her mother, who could never afford the rent, finally started looking for a job. However, job hunting was very difficult for the two. In the end, they barged into my home. Of course, I just ignored them, LOL. The two had to borrow money because their landlord also collected their overdue rent. They were both left to live miserable lives, struggling with debt. Well, they treated people so unreasonably. I guess this is what you call karma.
Hey, what the hell is this? I can't believe you.
Mom? What's wrong?
Are you serious? Are you insulting me? What kind of wife are you?
I'm sorry, but I don't know what you're talking about. Can you please calm down first?
Wow, you don't even know what you did? I forgot how stupid you are. I'm so disappointed in you.
Please tell me what's wrong. Did I do something to offend you?
It's more than offensive. Do you think I'm an idiot or something? Or are you acting dumb on purpose? Even if you weren't, you're too stupid to have a decent conversation. I can't believe it. Why did my son get such a stupid wife? My goodness! Thank you for starting my day with such a worse feeling.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to make you feel that way. I just really don't know what are you talking about. Let me think.
You don't listen to me properly all the time, and you're so stupid. That's why you don't even know what I am talking about. Okay, whatever. I'll tell you what you did. How old do you think I am?
65 years old, right?
I'm not asking you about my actual age. You think I'm old and you look down on me. For God's sake, don't you ever prepare shit like this.
Oh, you were talking about food. You said you had a dental implant yesterday, so I thought you prefer soft foods. So I made something different. Was it bad?
Was it bad? Are you serious? You saw the food that you made with your own eyes, didn't you? I can't eat this disgusting looking food. It's nothing but harassment. How could you make such a slurpy meal?
I made it in a pressure cooker.
I didn't ask you how to make it. Don't you even understand what I'm saying? How can you think of making such a slurpy meal? I hope you understand what I mean when I ask you this. Don't make me ask you twice.
I tried to make it slurpy so you don't have to chew. Yeah, maybe it doesn't look that good, but it's not slurpy as baby food. And I think it still has some texture, but...
Baby food? How many times do you have to make fun of me? How long have you lived with me? Is it obvious when you think about it? I always have a sandwich for breakfast. After breakfast, I drink a cup of SM tea with lots of milk to start the day. and you ruined it. I can't believe you're making me feel this way in the morning. Come back here now. I'll give you a long lecture. Where the hell are you right now? Your husband works so hard and you're just hanging out somewhere? Bullying your mother-in-law and abandoning the role of a wife? You've got some nerve. I feel bad for my son.
I'm sorry, I have to attend a neighborhood association meeting. It's going to take me another half an hour or so. So I can't come back yet. I already talked to my husband about it. He said he will message you too, but haven't you heard?
No, he didn't tell me about that. Why are you asking my busy son to tell me some important stuff? How could you do that to my son? He's a busy man. Why don't you just tell me directly?
I tried to tell you yesterday, but you told me not to talk to you. I had no choice but to ask him to leave a message for you.
Wow, are you saying it's my fault? Well, I had a dental implant yesterday and I went to bed early because the anesthesia wore off and I was in pain. But then why don't you just give me the note instead of bothering my son? You really don't use your brain, don't you? It's so stressful.
I'm so sorry. I'll make you different food as soon as I get home.
No, thank you. It was terrible, but I ate it. You should be thanking me for that. You shouldn't waste food.
Thank you, Mom. Is there anything I can get for you? I'll stop by the grocery on my way home.
What? Are you going to buy food? Jesus, there's plenty of food in the house. Will you stop wasting the money that my son worked so hard for? I put up with the disgusting food you made and ate it. And you? All you do is waste money, and you lack the sense of think about how to conserve resources. You really are the queen of wasteful spending. You don't have to get me anything, so come back as soon as possible. Understood?
Yes, I understand.
Are you kidding me? Jesus Christ, you are pissing me off. You're really good at insulting people.
What's wrong now? I didn't do anything.
Wow, I told you I got dental implants yesterday, didn't I? Or did you not listen to me again? How could you prepare food like this? It's so hard. There's no way I can eat it.
Oh, really? The last time I prepared something slurpy, you got mad at me, so I could what I usually do.
Last time, I did the upper front teeth. This time, I did the back teeth. Things are totally different from last time. If I eat something this hard, it will damage my teeth. What are you going to do? Or are you saying I shouldn't eat food? Why do you have to bully me like this every time? You think you can bully me because I'm old, don't you? You are the worst kind of person.
I don't mean that at all. I thought I learned a lesson from my last mistake.
Did you learn a lesson? You didn't learn anything. And why aren't you home? Where are you right now? You didn't even finish doing your chores. Your husband worked so hard and you're just hanging around? It's disgraceful.
But I did the chores already. I'm done with the laundry and cleaning.
Now you talk back to me? Who do you think you are? You're a useless wife who can even cook decent food. Show me some respect to me. Oh my god, my blood pressure went up because of you. It's your fault. What are you gonna do about it?
I didn't talk back to you. You asked me a question and I answered.
That's called back talking. You need to remember that. You always go outside. As a duty of a housewife, you should take care of the house. I don't know where you went, but come home right now.
Well, your son invited me to have lunch with him. Actually, I'm with him. So I can go back home right this second.
Stop lying. It's still around 10 a.m. It's too early for lunch. It's so weird. I know you are doing something else.
We haven't eaten lunch yet. He forgot the important documents for the meeting, so he asked me to deliver them by 11. So I left early. Actually, I left a note on the table.
A note? I don't care about that. Well, never mind. If that's what he needs, I don't blame him. Anyways, can't you just tell me instead of writing a stupid note to me? You really don't use your brain, don't you?
I tried to talk to you earlier, but you were sleeping, so I didn't want to wake you up.
Fine. So you're telling me that it's my fault. I wasn't sleeping because I wanted to. I couldn't sleep because of tooth pain. So I just took some painkillers in the morning and went back to sleep. Do you get it now? You don't have to make me feel bad about it. Oh Lord. If you like it so much out there, you don't have to come home anymore. Why don't you go straight home to your parents? To be honest, I'd rather live apart from you. If you're going to be so selfish, maybe you should get a divorce. I'll talk to my son.
What? Divorce? You can't say stuff like that.
If you don't like it, stop having lunch and come home right now.
Okay, I'll be home soon.
Are you going out again? You never learn, do you? And where are you hanging around until this time of night? It's already dinner time. Why don't you answer me? Are you ignoring me? Hey, reply to me now. How could you do this to your mother-in-law?
I'm sorry, I'm kind of in the middle of something. I really can't talk to you right now. Can we talk later?
Of course not. Are you kidding me? Where is my dinner? It's unthinkable in my generation for a wife to not come home for dinner. I know you're going to make up some excuses, so I'm going to go ahead and tell you. Don't argue with me. Come home right now and make my dinner.
I've already made your dinner. It's in the fridge and you can heat it with the microwave and eat it. I made your favorite lasagna today. I put a lot of cheese in it.
Lots of cheese? Jesus, that's so unhealthy. And heat it in the microwave? You're trying to make me sick by feeding me old food? Oh Lord, I'm so scared. If I stay with a wife like you, I won't live long. I won't forgive you anymore. I've lost my patience. Don't ever come back. I'll have to tell my son to get a divorce right away. You don't even need alimony, since you're the one in the wrong.
Am I that bad?
Not just bad. You're the worst wife who ever existed in this world. Are you really a woman? You can do a single thing a woman should do to support her family at home.
I'm trying my best.
Don't make me laugh. Trying's not enough, you know? You're not even doing what you're supposed to be doing.
Oh, okay. So I'm not good enough.
Now you get it. How many times do I have to tell you the same thing? I can't do this anymore. I'm going to have to ask you to leave. You've caused us so much trouble. You should pay us some alimony. Oh, my son already agreed to this. So, please don't take it personally. Also, there's no point in apologizing now.
I've heard from my husband too. If you don't like me that much, I don't blame you. I understand. I try my way, but I don't want to make you feel any worse. So I'm leaving. Thank you for everything you've done for me.
Jesus Christ! It was really hard to take care of you. Thank God you're leaving. My son made a great decision now. That's my boy.
Are you sure you want to do this? Mom, won't you regret it? It's not too late. I'm really leaving. Are you sure?
What? What's with that attitude? Who do you think you are? Who are you talking to?
I don't mean like that. But don't you need to prepare meals, do laundry, clean the house?
There are plenty of people who are better than you. To be honest, it will be more difficult to find someone worse than you. A normal woman can do proper housework. And you can't even do that. You are a worthless woman. I would rather have a dog cook for me than you.
If you insist that much, I understand. I won't be going home today. I'm sorry for the trouble I have caused you. From now on, you can do as you please.
I'll do that. I'll send you the divorce papers later.
I'm not divorcing. I'm just leaving.
What? You say you heard from my son, right?
All I heard was to leave the house. So I'm leaving. But I'm not getting a divorce.
You don't understand simple stuff again. I thought you'd become a little more reasonable, but you're still an idiot. I pity you so much for your lack of understanding. Living separately? It's a matter of time before my son will divorce you. You know? It will end up in divorce sooner or later. So why don't you get divorced now?
Do you think so?
You can't even understand that? Oh, I'm disappointed again and again. Oh yeah, I have to call my son.
You don't have to. He already knows about it. I'm with him now.
You're letting him help you move your stuff? Wow, you're an asshole no matter what. Tell him to come back home now. He's tired from working. He doesn't need to help a useless, stupid woman like you. After the divorce, he should find a decent woman and be happy.
He won't go back home either.
Huh? Are you holding him back? Stop being so dumb. Leave him alone.
No, it was his idea. Do you remember the day I had lunch with him? The day he forgot his documents and I delivered them. That time you forced me to come back home and I did.
Of course I remember. The day you used my son as a lie and hung around outside. What does it matter?
I told him that I had to go back home and couldn't have lunch with him. He asked me why, so I showed him our conversation. Then he got very angry. He told me I don't have to go back home anymore, and he will find a new place to move soon, so I should wait.
What? Do you really think I believe that nonsense? He didn't tell me anything. If he was going to move out, he would have told me first.
I told him I'd rather tell you about it too, but he told me not to tell you because if you knew, you will go crazy. So I've kept it a secret. I'm sorry.
What? Wait a minute. Did you plan this with my son? No. No, wait. It can't be. You're lying, aren't you?
I'm not lying. I will leave that house with him. From now on, go enjoy your life alone.
Alone? I'm going to live alone? Who's gonna cook for dinner? What about cleaning? What about the laundry?
Starting tomorrow? Oh, I mean, from today on, you will have to do it on your own. I thought it would be too much to ask you to do that out of nowhere, so I prepared dinner only for tonight. If you don't like it, you don't have to eat it. But it's the last meal that I made for you. I made it with all my heart, so I hope you'll eat it.
Oh, really? Heart? Don't you mean poison?
No, I didn't put poison in it.
You're going to manipulate my son and take him away from me, aren't you? I didn't ask him to do this. Why he has to leave me too? I'm his mother.
He told me that he has been holding back for a long time. He said I couldn't stand that you were being harassed by Mom. We shouldn't have moved in with her in the first place. Once I defended you, she started harassing you when I'm not around. When the time she thought I wasn't around, I heard talking about you saying you're the reason why we can have kids, and you failed as a wife. But you asked me to support you to get along with Mom, so kept my mouth shut for a long time. But when Mom asked me to get a divorce with you, I couldn't let it pass. I can't stand being with this kind of mother anymore. To protect me, he came up with the idea of leaving you. He even told me that he would cut off ties with you if you continue to harass me. Because of him, I was able to endure all the pain and stress.
I can't believe it. Is it a dream? Am I dreaming? How did it come to this? Why does my son hate me so much?
Because you told me to leave. I did you a favor.
I did say that, but that doesn't mean you have to leave, you know? That's enough. I'll ask him directly. Of course, he's just saying that because you're threatening him. Wait, I can message him. You said you were with him, right? Tell him to message me now.
Oh, you can't message him anymore. He said he blocked you earlier.
Blocked? What do you mean by blocked?
Block means stopping them from being able to contact you. It's like blocking a call on the phone.
Well, whatever. I'll just call him. What? I can call him too?
I told you he blocked you. He says he doesn't want anything to do with you anymore. He says he's blocked you from everything you can reach him.
What? That's terrible. He doesn't have to go that far. I'm his mother. My God. You guys should come home now. We should talk about it face to face, you know?
It's too late. We've moved out and we're not going back. My husband looks tired, so can I go now? He said he don't want to see you for a while, and he don't want you to contact me or come to his office or anything.
He really said that? I can't believe it. What should I do?
There's nothing you can do. Please take the time to reflect on this. Think this as karma for what you did. Talking to you makes me crazy with stress.
Hold on. How can I get you to come back? Do you want me to apologize? If I apologize, will you reconsider?
What are you apologizing for?
For being sarcastic with you. I was angry with you every time you went out.
Now you get it. So you admit that you were harassing me.
Yes, I admit it. I'm sorry, and I swear I won't do it again. So will you forgive me? Would you please convince my son to come back? Let's start over again.
I don't think we can start it over. I don't want to stress the baby in my belly.
A baby? You have a baby? Oh my God! Then that's even better. I'm going to take good care of you. A wonderful wife who's going to give me a grandbaby to cherish. I'm so excited to have a grandchild. But why didn't you tell me until now?
I didn't tell you because I knew if anything happened to me before I was in the stable period, you'd say a lot of things about me again. Your sarcasm was stressful for me. It would be terrible if anything bad happened to the baby.
How many months are you?
Almost 5 months.
Oh, okay. Well, you have to take good care of it.
I'll take good care of it. That's why I left home.
I'll take care of the baby once the baby is born. Okay? You can take it easy. I'll take good care of you from now on for all the pain I've caused you until now.
No, thank you. Even after the baby is born, I won't ever ask for help from you.
Why not? He's my grandchild, you know?
I want to raise my child in a relaxed environment without you. If I needed help, I will ask my own mom. So, you don't have to worry about it. To be honest, your presence is really annoying.
I told you I'm sorry. Why can you forgive me? I'll get down on my knees or whatever. Please forgive me. Come back home. I beg you.
I will never forgive you. I'll never see you again.
Don't say such terrible things. I don't want to be alone. I finally have a grandchild and you won't even let me hold the baby?
I'm sorry it took so long.
That's not what I meant. Oh no, please don't get me wrong. I'm sorry I made you feel bad. But that wasn't sarcasm.
I'm going to block you too, because you're making me crazy. Oh, and be careful that he doesn't cut you off.
Please, wait. I'm begging you. Please, please.
After my husband saw the last conversation that I had with Mom, he got furious and decided to cut off ties with her. Since then, we never saw her ever again. I guess it made her devastated about cutting off ties. She never came to my husband's office or tried to contact us. Rumor has it that she got old all at once due to the stress, and now she looked completely different person. A few months after, I gave birth to a beautiful, healthy baby boy. With my husband and my cutest son, I'm enjoying a happy life. Hi, Dad. It's Mary. Are you still at work? I need to talk to you. Do you have a minute?
Oh, Mary? Haven't heard you in a while. What's up?
It's important. I think it's going to take some time to explain.
I'm already home, so it's okay. Go ahead.
I'm afraid I'm going to freak you out. I'm sorry. I'm still not very clear on what I want to say. I just thought I should tell you.
What? What's wrong?
Mom might be having an affair.
What? May is having an affair?
She's taking advantage of the fact that you are away on assignment, and she's bringing a man into the house.
Wait a minute. What do you mean?
Oh gosh, Mom. Things have been so much easier for her financially since she got remarried to you. I mean, me too. I'm so grateful to you for helping me finish college at a school that I never thought I'd be able to go to. You've been so kind to me, and you're such a wonderful father. I can't believe she would betray you like this. As a daughter, I've never felt so ashamed and disappointed in anyone in my life. Dad, I'm so sorry.
Mary, calm down. I want to calm down too. So let's sort out the situation together. Can I ask you a few questions?
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
First, do you know who's the boyfriend is?
Looks like he's a student working at the place where Mom works.
A student? Does that mean he's a college student? A guy younger than you?
Yes. I don't know his full name. Mom called him Kenneth.
Kenneth. It could be either his first or last name. But which is it?
My mother often calls people she is familiar with by their first names.
Oh, that's right. Then, it's more likely to be a first name. Is it that, did you see something incriminating? If you're so sure about the affair, is that what happened?
Yes. When I came home earlier than usual, she was just seeing him off at the door. They kissed. It wasn't just once or twice. I've seen it many times.
She's being very careless, isn't she?
Maybe it's because he always leaves before I get home. Maybe she's not too worried about being caught. But things are a little different now.
What do you mean?
Actually, my company's working hours changed last month. Now I can change buses better on my way home without having to wait for the later one. Now I get home about 20 minutes earlier than before. But I forgot to tell Mom about it.
I see. So that's how you saw it.
Yep.
It must have been tough for you to see your mother doing that. I know you didn't want it to be reminded of it, but thank you for telling me.
No, actually, I'm relieved to be able to talk to you and know that I don't have to worry about it alone. To be honest, she makes me sick. Even if it was a man close to her own age, I wouldn't be able to forgive her. But to think that he's younger than me?
Mary, are you okay?
Huh?
You don't want to stay at home, do you? If you want, you can come move out and rent an apartment.
But...
Don't worry about money. It's sudden, and I'll help you out with what you need. I know you might be worried about living alone for the first time, but you don't want to keep living with May under these circumstances.
Well, yes. Can I really take you up on that?
Of course. If you ever need help, you can always count on me. You are my daughter. I'll help you financially, and if you're having a hard time emotionally, you can talk to me about anything.
Thanks, Dad.
Now, I just need to check out May.
I'll look into it.
But...
It's okay. I feel calmer now that I've talked to you. It must be hard for you too, so I can leave everything to you. Besides, I know mom's routine better than you do. If I'm going to leave house and live alone, she'll be able to bring Kenneth home as much as she wants, and she'll be happy.
I see. If you want to find something, it will be the perfect opportunity. But don't go overboard. Come to me before it gets out of hand. Also, you never know what will happen if May finds out, so be very careful.
I got it.
May, can I have a word?
Oh, hey! What's up?
Nothing. I was just wondering what you're doing right now. Are you at home?
Yeah, I'm home alone watching TV. That's a strange thing to ask. You've only been calling me lately when you had something to discuss.
I'm sorry about that. Things have been pretty hectic. I finally got it together, so here I am.
Oh, I see. Sounds like you've been busy.
Well, work is keeping me pretty busy. I've also got a lot going on in my personal life.
Your personal life?
When you're on your leaving, you have to do a lot of things by yourself.
Yeah, I guess so. You know, you're working alone and I'm home alone. And Mary seems to be doing fine without me. Maybe that's what it's like to live apart from each other.
But Mary, she comes back sometimes on weekends, right?
That's true. Even though she moved out on her own, she says she lives in a neighborhood close by. She comes here to pick up and drop off things in her room. But she leaves as soon as she's done, though. Young people these days are so reserved, aren't they?
Young people these days, huh? By the way, do you know why Mary started living alone?
What? That's because she's a working adult now. I guess she thought it was time to start living on her own. It was sudden, but I think it's a good thing.
I agree. At least, if she's not on her own, there's a chance she'll be pushed around by you in the future.
What's with the... You're saying that in a roundabout way, aren't you?
Yes, I am. I intentionally made it sound roundabout.
Yeah?
You say you were alone at home. You're also with someone a lot, aren't you? You must be enjoying the company of a young person these days, right?
Huh? But Mary left home, so I'm basically alone, right? At least, if you came home, we could live together, the two of us. But that won't be possible for a while, right?
Not just for a while. I don't think it's going to be possible ever.
What? What are you saying? I don't know what you mean. You're acting a little weird today.
Calling me weird is like the pot calling the kettle black. Well, I'm beating around the bush too much. I thought it would be easier if you figure it out on your own, but guess there's no choice.
So what? What?
I've got a lot of stimulating photos on hand, so I'm just going to leave it at that for now. This room is obviously our bedroom, right?
What is this? What is this picture?
That's what I want to know. What is this picture? Why is there a guy in our bedroom?
Oh, he's a friend of Mary's. He came to visit Mary, but she started living alone and isn't at home. I felt bad asking him to leave, so I just served him some tea. After that, he said he didn't feel well. So I thought I'd let him rest in the bedroom. That's all, And then, I don't know what it was, but that picture.
So how did this picture come about?
Well, that's...
For a long-winded excuse? You didn't end it well, did you?
Oh no, it's not an excuse or anything. This guy is really a friend of Mary's.
There's nothing more you can say. That's the end of the conversation. Do you still not realize that I was playing dumb on purpose?
What? What are you talking about?
I've already done a lot of checking.
So, what are you talking about?
The picture just now. It was taken from a hidden camera in the bedroom.
A hidden camera? What the hell is that? Where the hell? From this angle, I'd say it's in the closet.
It doesn't matter now. The camera's been taken down.
When did this happen? You've been back here without us knowing? So this is all very elaborate.
You're not going to admit to cheating on me?
Oh my god! Alright, I admit it. Are you satisfied? That guy is my boyfriend. Kenneth Marks, 20 years old. My sweetheart. Not an old man like you. He's young, he's cute, he's my boyfriend. How's that? I hope that's enough to make you happy.
Okay.
I'm willing to pay you about $20,000 in alimony.
You're willing to pay me alimony?
Well, fortunately, Mary is working and I'm sure she has a good amount of money. Mary should be on my side and I'm sure she'll be willing to pay for me. I'm sure she'll be happy to pay at least $20,000 for me.
Unfortunately, not. It was Mary who leaked this to me and found out all about you.
Huh?
Mary's the one who set up the hidden camera too.
What's that? Why would she do that?
She witnessed your affair.
I'm her mother. There's no way she would betray her mother. She's supposed to be on my side no matter what. Unlike you, she's my blood. I'm her true and genuine mother.
That's why she can forgive you.
Huh?
Your ex-husband, the reason for your divorce from Ivan. You told Mary that Ivan was having an affair, right?
Because that's actually what happened, so yeah.
No, Mary knew. She knew the truth.
Huh?
She went to see Ivan recently.
What? That can be true, right? I didn't give her Ivan's address.
It seems she got it from one of her relatives. There is someone who's been exchanging Christmas cards with him all this time.
Who on earth is that?
I can't answer that question because I didn't ask. Anyway, when she met with Ivan, he told her that the cause of the divorce was her mother's infidelity. She told him that she hadn't received any child support for a long time. In fact, you kept it, and none of it was ever used for Mary. She now knows about all the evil things you've been hiding from her. Do you think she can forgive such a lying mother, no matter how much you are related to her? I'm sure you'll be hearing from Ivan about this matter soon.
Wait a minute. What? Don't make it sound like I'm the only one who's at fault. Stop it.
I've heard everything from Mary too. Ivan and you got divorced when Mary was in elementary school. After that, all her clothes were hand-me-down from neighbors and relatives. Even her underwear and socks were rags. When Mary finished her compulsory education and became a high school student, you told her her father wouldn't pay for her school materials, so she would have to earn her own money. You kept telling her to work after high school because you didn't have enough money to send her to college. So Mary spent her days working part-time until the fall of her sophomore year of high school when I became her father. I cried when I realized Mary had a really hard life since she was a little girl because of you. You are a terrible mother. You are the worst human being I've ever known.
That's not true, you know? You know what? I did it as part of her education, or rather, for Mary's sake.
Education?
I thought it would be better for her to learn about how hard money is while she's young.
So, the child support money that Ivan has been paying for Mary, you haven't touched any of it.
Well, the thing is...
You spent it, did you? To satisfy your own needs. You only think about yourself. Stop lying about it being for Mary.
No,
Mary says she doesn't want to see you ever again.
what?
The address that she moved to was temporary. She's somewhere else now. There's no point in trying to see her.
You're kidding, right?
So? He's there now, isn't he? The guy you're cheating on me with.
Oh my god, what are you talking about? I'm home alone.
We've already confirmed that he went into the house. Me and my lawyer.
What lawyer?
I'm with Kenneth's wife and the lawyer I hired.
What? Why did you bring a lawyer?
That, of course, is to have a thorough discussion with you. You know that Kenneth has a wife and kids, don't you? He's a student, but I guess he has 2 children with his wife.
Wait a minute! Don't tell me his wife?
Oh, she knows everything. She's going to talk to you guys about compensation and alimony. And me too, of course.
Wait a minute! I don't have that kind of money!
Well, let's talk about it now. I tried to enter the house, but the door was locked. What a wayward move. Of course, I had the key, so I could enter the house without any problem. First of all, Kenneth agreed to divorce easily. He was also being supported by his working wife, and he was trembling as in the presence of a fierce demon. He was like a puppy staring at a wolf. He was still cute enough to admit his guilt easily. And my wife, Mary cut ties with her, and if she divorced me, she would have no one to take care of her. Anyway, she ranted and raved. When I threatened her with a trial, she reluctantly agreed. But by the time we were done talking, I was exhausted, and so my lawyer. Ivan also questioned her about using her daughter's child support money without permission. Now that she has returned to her parents' house, she is working from morning till night to pay the huge amount of alimony and other things she was charged for.
Hey, I went to your house the other day and there was a poor, very bony girl. Who is that girl? I was so shocked. What were you doing in my house without my permission? I mean, how did you get in the house? Did you break a window or something? Of course, I came in through the front door. You gave me a key and said I could come over any time I wanted. Did I say that? Oh no, you said it yourself and you forgot? I don't remember. Anyways, when did you come back to the US? You should have at least called me. Sorry, I wanted to surprise you. I got a month's vacation from work and came back to the US 2 days ago. 1 month vacation, huh? Sounds fun. I know, right? I can't get that much time off in some companies. Anyway, who is that girl? I was going to surprise you, but I was the one who got surprised. I really thought my heart would stop. I don't know. You don't know? She was in your room. A bony little girl with long hair. Could it be a ghost? What? Are you possessed? Or was she some kind of spirit? She looked so ragged. Maybe she died in some kind of accident? Maybe your house is haunted, like someone died in there before. Either way, you should move out as soon as possible and have exercised. That girl is from the neighborhood. She's not a ghost, don't worry. But she was in your room. A random kid from the neighborhood wouldn't just come into the house without permission. I lent her the key too. Why? Because, we became friends. I felt sorry for her too, you know? You saw her, right? She's so pathetic. I see. So you're taking care of her because you feel sorry for her? That's right. You know that I'm a very kind person, right? I used to help stray dogs and cats too. But you surprised me. She suddenly asked me to give her a loaf of bread. So, how old is she? 4 years old, I think. I see. I asked her name and age, but she didn't say anything. All she would say was, "I'm hungry." Her parents must not even feed her. She must be having a very bad time at her home. I feel so bad for her. Right? She's a poor girl, that's why. Do you know her name? Her name is Monica. I know she's a stranger, but I really feel so sorry for her. So I gave her a key and told her she could stay at my house anytime she wanted. It's like she's using my house as a shelter. That's so sweet of you, sis. I didn't get to see you today, and I'll see you tomorrow at your place. Why? Don't you want to see your favorite sister for the first time in 5 years? And tomorrow is Saturday. It's your day off, right? Do you already have a plan? Well, I'm not home from work tomorrow. Can you just slow down? Let's do it some other time. Well, I don't have much time here in the US, you know. By the way, what do you do now? I'm doing a lot of things right now. I'm very busy, okay? I see. I wish I could see you soon. But I'm also worried about Monica, so I'll be there tomorrow. You don't have to come. Oh yeah, I'll clean your room for you. I don't think Monica would feel comfortable in there. Sis, there's so much mess in your room. I told you, I'm busy. I don't have time to clean. You haven't been good at cleaning since you were a kid. That's why I'm going to help you. I've been cleaning your room since we were kids. I'm not busy anyway. I'll make you dinner too. What time will you be home? No, thank you. You don't have to do that. Don't be shy. I want to see my sister now that I'm back home. We're the only family we have left since our parents passed away. I'm not being shy. You really don't have to come. I have a good idea. I'll stay at your place when your room is clean. I'm getting tired of living in a hotel. No way. You can't do that. I'm too busy with work to take care of you. So I'll take care of you while I'm here. And I want to be with you. Don't stay over. If possible, don't even come to my house. Please. If you think you're doing this for my sake, you really don't have to do this. I'm Chloe, 30 years old. Our parents died in a car accident when I was in high school. It was very depressing, but fortunately, they left us a lot of money, so we were able to have a decent life without them. It's been my dream since I was a little girl to study abroad. My parents left me enough money to make that dream come true. However, I was hesitant to leave the US without my sister and was about to give up on my dream. But my sister pushed me to pursue my dream. After graduation, I didn't go back to the US because I started working right away. Although I kept in touch with my sister, I was not able to return to the US. Finally, I came back after 5 years. I had decided to visit my sister first thing when I came back. However, my sister said she was busy and never came to see me. I don't know what's wrong with her. I went to my sister's house, although she told me not to come because I was worried about the girl. Then it led to a terrible thing. Sis, is an umbrella recyclable garbage? As I remember, there are different rules about garbage disposal in the US, right? What? I cleaned up your room. You can see the clean floor now. It's pretty clean. You're welcome. Sis, it's dangerous to leave things like broken umbrellas and cups broken in half. Someone can get hurt by this. Why are you in my room? Because you're so busy with work that you don't have time to clean. That's why I did it for you. I didn't ask. You need to leave right now. Oh, don't worry. I didn't throw away your nerd collection. I mean, you know, plastic bottles, take out food trash. Just throwing those things out made things a lot better. Let's make sure we take out the trash. Fine. So about the kid. Did you talk to her? Oh, she helped me clean up. She's a good girl. Did she say anything? What? She said nothing. Actually, I wonder if she can speak properly. Even if I talk to her, she just shakes her head and doesn't answer me out loud. Do you usually talk to her? I hardly ever talk to her either. So I gave her a bath and cut her hair, and she was so cute. I was so surprised. What? You did that? What are you doing? Why do you have to do such a thing? Why? Is it a bad thing? I mean... Well, yeah, maybe it's not nice to cut a child's hair without parents' permission. But it felt like she hadn't bathed in days. You think so too, don't you? Well... If she gets so clean, her parents will notice when she comes home. Maybe it's not a good idea. Do you think her parents will get mad at her? I'll be fine. How do you know if it's okay? Hey, where does she live? No matter how much I ask Monica, she won't tell me. I don't know either. It looks like some house in a neighborhood. You know, you're always supposed to report cases like this. Am I right? I did, but it's useless to report it now. No one will help her anyway. That's why I'm the one taking care of her. It's for her best. I see. Then I should go to Monica's house and talk to her parents. That's enough. What? That's enough. You need to stop being involved with that girl. You won't be in the US forever. If you're too nice to her, she'll get attached to you. You don't have to say it like that. Kids take advantage of you if you're too nice to them. They'll start to take advantage of you. I don't think so. First of all, you can't take care of her all the time, right? Don't be nice to her halfway. Well, I indeed need to leave the country soon. You think you're being nice and helping people, but it's just annoying. You give them hope by being nice to them, and then they throw you away. It's even more pathetic, isn't it? That's true, but you can't just leave a hungry child there. If I speak up, maybe something will change. It's okay. Just leave her alone. The more you do something, the worse it's going to get. But you feel sorry for her. That's why you let her stay in the house with the key. I thought you were trying to help Monica. Well, yes, I am. I still think we should call the police. The police would help her find a better place. Don't call the police. If we let her go home, she won't be fed or bathed. It's okay. You don't have to do anything. Why? The police would arrest the parents if they did this. You can't even be allowed to leave their children for long periods like this. If her parents are so unattentive like this, they should get punished by law. It's crazy that her parents allow her to stay in a stranger's house. Shut up. I'm doing my best to help her. I didn't ask for your opinion. Just let me handle this. I can't. You feel bad for her, that's why you let her stay in here, right? Why are you being so hesitant to call the police now? Leave me alone. The police won't do anything anyway. In fact, if I call the police, my neighbor will judge me. Why? You've been away from the US for so long that you don't even know what it's like. All the neighbors are so judgy and mean. If you do anything unnecessary, you won't be able to live here. Instead of helping that kid, I'll end up being kicked out. But... Chloe, get the hell out of my room. I am so sick of you. But... Sis, I think you've changed. You used to be more kind-hearted. You were my favorite big sister, even though you couldn't clean and you were lazy. I haven't changed. You are just being cocky after working abroad. I didn't do anything wrong. Where did you send Monica? Sis, you finally messaged me. Monica's not at home. You took her out, didn't you? No, I didn't. You're the only one who could have taken her out. I don't know where you're hiding her. Just give her back to me. I'll report it to the police. Fine, do it. What? Reporting to the police, or more like turning yourself in? I think the police are looking for you instead of Monica. What do you mean? Even after you told me not to come to the house, I kept going back. Then Monica was in that room every day. I told you, I gave her the key. It's just weird, you know? I cleaned your room and found some children's clothes in there. Monica's your kid, right? You've been lying to me all the time. You're the one abandoning Monica, aren't you? I found pictures of you holding the baby in the hospital, looking so happy. Sis, tell me what happened. You are right. Monica is the child I gave birth to. Why did you say it wasn't your kid? And you didn't take care of her at all. I feel sorry for her. You should feel sorry for me. It's great that she was born, but it's so hard to take care of her. I can't tell you how much trouble I went through because I gave birth to Monica. Of course, it's hard to raise a kid. Why did you have a baby if you weren't ready for it? He told me he would raise the baby with me, but right after the baby was born, he left me for another woman. What? Oh no. He took all our money and ran away. We were struggling to make ends meet. I see. I didn't know. You should have told me. Even if I told you, you were in overseas. You can't help me at all. I had to deal with it on my own. But we're sisters. You should have called me. What difference does it make? Don't talk to me like this when you've never come back to see me for 5 years. Sorry, I didn't know you were in such trouble. If I had known, I would have done whatever it took to come back home and help my sister. That's why I didn't tell you. You went abroad to make your dream come true. I didn't want you to worry. I know what you would do. You'd give up on your dream and come back to the US. Sister, you were thinking about me like that? I know my real sister is a kind person. That's why I've been trying so hard to deal with it on my own. I'm sure things would have been different if Monica's father hadn't left you. I'm sure you would have been a good mother. If he hadn't left, none of this would have happened. But that doesn't mean you don't have to take care of Monica. The only person Monica can rely on is her mother. If you've decided to raise her on your own, you have to at least take responsibility for her. You don't need to tell me what to do. You don't even know how hard it is to raise a child. She's so loud. She cries all the time and says she's hungry all the time. It's so much trouble. Then why didn't you ask for help from somewhere else? If you contact the government, you can even leave her temporarily in an orphanage. What can the government do for me? All they do is lecture me and take Monica away from me. Children are better off with their mothers. If she's happy with her mother, she's better off with her mother. But do you think Monica is happy being with you now? You two live in the same house, but you're not home all the time. Shut up. She's mine, so it's none of your business. You can't do whatever you want just because you are her mother. No, I can do whatever I want. She's mine. It's up to me what happens to that girl. Sis, come on. Wake up. Don't you dare lecture me like that. Leave me alone. I can't leave you alone. We're family. It's what families do, helping each other in hard times. Please, sister, think about what you're doing. Shut up. You know, I've been struggling to make ends meet with my kid. I know it's been hard. But sis, if you left her home that long, you must have been working so long every day. Didn't you manage to get some money? I could only earn a little money. It's still not enough. No, I know you're lying. You were playing around with your boyfriend. Then you found Monica annoying more. You say you're busy with work, but you're not home more than half the time, right? What? I kept going over to your house to check on her, and I met someone from the neighborhood. They told me about you over the past few years. Those guys talk a lot of unnecessary shit. They told me everything. After you met that guy, they never saw you being with Monica. They were so worried about Monica. The neighbors always lecture me every time we go out. It was a pain in the ass. That's not lecturing. They were just worried. They were worried about you and Monica. That's why they were talking to you. How can they be worried about us? Listen to me, sis. There are people around you who are trying to reach out to you. I am one of them. Sis, you should take a better look around you. Being stubborn all by yourself won't get you anywhere. Shut up. Don't talk back to me. Give me back Monica. Monica is in foster care right now. She's been there for 3 days. What? I mean, for 3 days now? What are you doing without telling me? I've been trying to reach you, but you haven't returned my calls. I've been waiting for you in your room, and you haven't come home. You were with a guy the whole time, weren't you? Yes, I was. I was on vacation with him. My good mood was ruined because of you. So I called the police, and they took her into custody. And the police are looking for you. Wait, does that mean I'm under arrest? Yes. A parent must raise a child. So you want me to go to jail? No, it's not like that. That's terrible. Don't do this to me. You told me I'm the only family. You did this to me. It's too much. I'm sorry. I wish I had realized how hard it was for you earlier. I regret it so much. But I don't want to regret it anymore. That's why I called the police. That's just an excuse. Please, you should realize what you have done. And start over again. That's ridiculous. I don't want to get arrested. Please, you can be the sweet sister you used to be again. No way. I just finally found my soulmate and started a new life with him. You and Monica have ruined my life. I still believe in you, sis. I'll be waiting for you to change. My sister was caught and charged with child abandonment and other crimes and is now behind bars. She won't be able to come out for a few years. In the meantime, she's receiving counseling to prevent the same thing from happening again. After my vacation, I returned to my country with Monica. Monica was a little confused at first in a new place where she didn't speak the language. But now she has made some friends and is smiling more and more. I'm anxious about living with a child that I have never experienced before, but I will wait for my sister with Monica. Until then, I will be responsible for taking care of her. I believe that by the time she gets released, she will be the sweet and kind sister that she used to be.
Thank you for watching. Please rate the video and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video.